Greetings guys and gals, this is XIJABERWALKIX bringing you the best in SC gaming, and today we have the Shinhan Proleague finally. Finally I kind of caved in, and so I'm screen capping off of Moktira, or however you say that, and you guys might think that I'm plagiarizing, but in fact I'm not, because really just taking the video off of him, not taking the audio, as you can kind of hear that there's no background audio in this game. So yeah, this is pretty much my only way of getting Pro League VODs, and so I'm resorting to this. But yeah, before I was taking videos from Nevok or something like that, and you know what? In the end, I don't mind if people record over my videos, because really it's just a video. Really, we're all just taking video from the SPL and KSpot and stuff, and I'm not taking the audio, anything like that, and this is a way for you guys to get the vids you want. Anyways, back to the game. This is going to be KT Rolster versus STX Soul on Benzene. I heard Moltrap say Benzene, so I'm going to stick with Benzene instead of Benzene. And we see Sapilipo going at the forward position for Flash. Oh, by the way, I think I told you guys who this was. It's Flash versus Calm. Flash is going to be spawning at the bottom left position as the yellow Terran, I believe. Yeah, bottom left position as the yellow Terran, and the blue. Wow, I'm colorblind. The red Zerg at the top right is going to be Calm, and this is going to be a pretty good matchup, because I believe that Flash's weakest matchup is against Zerg, and even though he just owns Jaedong all the time, but and I believe that Calm is a pretty decent player. Calm's pretty good, and so this should be a good matchup. Although I'm expecting Flash to win, obviously, because it's Flash, and Flash is just freaking ridiculously amazing. So we see a 12 hatch going on for Calm, and it looks like, my gosh, show the game. And it looks like a spawning pool after that, and it looks like a 1 Rax into CC build from Flash, the only build that he ever does, never cheeses, never does, quick factory, anything. It's always 1 Rax into CC, especially on this map. But both players going for more econ build, and so I think that Calm is going to have to double expand if he wants to stay in step with Flash economic-wise. Unless he's going to go for a kind of mid to early game timing push, that he's really going to have to get that third base up fairly quick. It looks like he's going for an in-base hatch, though. Uh-oh, why are you going for that in-base hatch, Calm? Don't really agree with that, but Extractor going down as well. And wow, no, maybe he went Supply Depot into CC. Just kidding, he probably went 14 CC, because that barracks is just now building. Yeah, so he did go for 14 CC, excuse me guys, getting that reactor as well and putting 3 SCVs on it right away. So going for a very, 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 very economic heavy build here. Barracks almost done. Supply Depot is going up as well. He's probably going to float that over into that gap, is what I'm assuming, just to plug that off. The Overlord sees all of this, knows that he's behind economically. He's getting out Zerglings, but not enough Zerglings to try to get past this. He knows that he's not going to be able to. That Rax is going to be done very, very soon, and going to be able to pump out Marines and block off that area as well. So that hatchery almost done as well. Flash able to keep his SCV alive, but probably going to lose it in the next few moments or so, is what I'm assuming. Layer Tech going for Calm as well. So not much action. Both players just macroing up, and we'll see. Nice dodge there by Flash, but we'll see how this game goes. 4 Zerglings now probably going down to Flash's base, try to scout that out, although he really doesn't need to. I mean, that Overlord is there. It's going to have to be moved pretty soon, though, just because of that Marine factory going down as well. Probably going to get some Vultures, do a little bit of a Vulture harass, is what I'm assuming. Probably won't go siege tanks till a little bit later. Supply Depot going down at that southern position as well. And now Flash is content with his 2 Marines, going to float his barracks over in between those Supply Depots. Hydralisk Den being morphed in by Calm. So I'm assuming that Calm is going to go for Lurker, Ling play rather than Hydras, although he could go Hydras, but this block off is just going to be so effective against those Hydras, especially if you get some Siege Tech. Some Siege Tank Vultures already out, Machine Shop being built as well, so he opted to go for a quick Vulture, which is, you know, pretty standard, and then getting his Machine Shop afterward, probably an upgrade mines or speed or something of that nature. And that Vulture doing a little bit of harassment against those Lings, so I really apologize for the lack of audio quality. I know a lot of people like to hear, you know, the in-game sounds of things, and the Korean commentators kind of in the background here. And oh man, this Vulture might get surrounded, but no, is able to get away. But yeah, if you guys have any way that I can get vids without torrents, because someone gave me a TL site with torrents, which I really appreciate actually, of replying to my, you know, request. But at CSU we have like things that track P2P downloads, so I'd get in trouble if I downloaded torrents and stuff. And that Vulture getting picked off by those Lings, and here come Hydralisks, so we might be going a big Hydralisk Zergling mid-game push here. And this could be kind of devastating. He doesn't have any tanks out. He's building Goliaths, probably expecting Muta, maybe. I mean, Goliaths aren't that good against Hydralisks. Goliaths just kind of melt away to Hydralisks just because Hydralisks are so much more cost effective. You can get so many more Hydralisks out than Goliaths. And no, we're going to see Lurkers. So I was right going for that Ling Lurker build, and these Goliaths also are not going to be very good against those Lurkers. But we do see 4 factories for a flash, so you can get out some tanks, can get out some Vultures. Probably has enough army to deal with this, but not at the moment. This Overlord might get picked off, and yes, the Overlord does get picked off. Probably should have moved a little bit sooner, so he wouldn't have got that Overlord picked off. He's not going to be behind too much, though. Here come the Lurkers. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Lings. Here come the Lurkers, about ready to burrow. These Goliaths are going to get trapped in here. Lurkers burrowing, and the Goliaths are going down. But no, the Goliaths are able to get out, actually. And Flash is in a little bit of trouble, though. These Lurkers are just impending on his base, and these 4 Goliaths are going to have to defend. Meanwhile, he does have a lot of factories, so he's going to be able to pump out units. He just needs to put up a good defense for now, getting into his academy as well. Probably going to go for Comsat, but right now he has no detection, doesn't even have an engineering bay. And so Calm doing a very nice job of his timing attack, moving up his Lurkers, but he needs to move up that ramp. He needs to move up that ramp really fast, or else that Comsat station is going to be finished right after that academy. I mean, the Comsat doesn't take long to build at all, and he's going to have Comsat, although not much energy, more Zerglings streaming in, and I think that Flash is going to be able to defend this, actually, although he has lost a lot, seeming that he's got to move his command center and is running off of 1 base now to Calm's 2, so not in too much of a bad position. You know, usually Terran can go 1 base against a 2-base Zerg, but if Calm would have double expanded or something like that, he would have been in a ton of trouble, although the double expansion would have made it so this timing attack wouldn't have happened. And it looks like he might be double expanding now, so going for 4 bases. He has that drone at that bottom right, and is also, so yes, he is double expanding at that 3 o'clock position, 3:30 position, and at the bottom right corner, also destroying those destructible buildings on the left hand side. It looks like Comsat's gonna go down, but no, finally these Goliaths see it, and I think that was a Comsat. That has to be a Comsat. Zergling's coming back, and now that destructible building is destroyed, so he's going to be able to go right into the base. Flash knows what's going on, though, and Comsat going down. This Lurker army is going to get picked off, but losing a lot of units as well. And here come the Zerglings. Oh my gosh, there's not enough units to defend this against the Zerglings. He doesn't have tanks or anything that would be so effective, but these Goliaths are going to just melt away to these tanks. They're attacking, firing, and backing up and trying to micro very well, but these Zerglings are just coming in and getting picked off, actually, and not doing as much damage as I thought. There is so much saturation at his main, though. My god, he has a ton of SUVs there because he had to move them all due to the fact he doesn't have a base. And now we have a 4-base Zerg. No, wait. 4, 5. Maybe 5-base Zerg. No, that's 4. 4-base Zerg versus a 1-base Terran. Now 2-base Terran. And so Calm is in a very good position. He needs to switch tech, though. The Zergling Lurker is not working for him. I think he would be more effective to go Mass Hydra at this point when he's going Mass Goliath. Mass Goliath is not very good against Mass Hydra. So I think that if he went Mass Hydra or something, don't think he should go Mutalisks. That's one thing you don't want to go Calm is muteless, but if he went Mass Hydra or something, those charm boosters are upgraded now. But if he went Mass Hydralist, I think that he could pull this out against Flash, which would be so crucial because Flash is like the unstoppable player. Uh-oh, what's going on there? Frame rate issues. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Flash is so unstoppable. He's so good. And so I think that he'd be able to pull this out, and that'd be a huge win for him. It's the only other loss I've seen him. The only other game I've seen him lose was against Best in the first match of the Pro League. Other than that, every other game I've seen he's won, which is pretty ridiculous because Flash is just amazing. And so now we see those vultures coming in to one of the bases. Drone are being pulled, and so Hydralisk now following them in their footsteps. Machine shop spinning, so we're probably going to see mines is what I'm assuming. He's not getting siege tanks, so he's probably going to go for a Goliath vulture type mech build. Don't know how much I agree with that. I think he should get some siege tanks in the mix, but you know, Flash knows best. He is the best player in the world, so. And when I played Broodwar, I was a D- ICUP player, so he definitely knows better than me. So we see Mass Hydra, which is exactly what I suggested against this Mass Goliath, and those are a lot of Goliaths. He needs more Hydralisks, man. I don't know why he's not producing. He's not producing any. He's not producing nearly enough Hydralisks as Flash's Goliaths, and that's just should not be with. 1, 2, 3, with 5 hatches, 5 hatch Hydra, you should be able to produce a lot of Hydralisks. But right now he doesn't have the critical force. If Flash moved in, he would be in a very disadvantageous position just because he does not have the critical number of units. Queen's Nest going down as well, so we're probably going to see some swarms, and so he's probably going to switch over back to Ling Tech, get some cracklings is what I'm assuming, especially with that swarm. Going to be able to do a lot of damage with the cracklings versus those Goliaths, but man, I don't know why he hasn't produced enough Hydralisks. There's just so many Goliaths, and now mine's in the field, and that's going to really slow down any type of push that Calm wants to put in. And so I'm assuming that it's only a matter of time before Flash moves in and pretty much owns Calm, because Calm is surprisingly far behind in army count. I don't know why. I wish that they had that stat bar at the bottom right. Unfortunately, they don't. But here come a ton of vultures going into the base, going into the natural expansion, and Calm's gonna have to pull his drones. 2 drones dying, 3 drones dying, 4 drones dying. Oh my gosh, just a drone slaughter, losing a lot of drones there. That's not good for Calm. Calm should have been ready for this, knowing that the vultures were out, and now he's losing vultures at his main. He's going to have to pull vultures at his main. And getting queens! Oh my gosh, why is he getting queens? Why are you getting queens? Calm, that's... What? Why are you getting queens? I don't know why you're getting queens. That vulture doing some harassment, going to get picked off by those Hydralisks, but queens, man. I don't know why he's getting queens. And there's just... Look at all those Goliaths. Look at that mech force. That's just a huge mech force. Flash, there's no way that Flash is going to lose this. Calm was ahead too. Calm was really far ahead, and he just threw it away. And this is 2 base. This is 2 base Terran that we're talking about here. 2 base Terran, just picking up his 3rd at the 9:30, I believe, now. But 2 base Terran can produce all of those units, and 4 base Zerg with 5 hatches can only produce that. I don't understand it. Flash is just ridiculous at multitasking. He's also double expanding at the top left, but Flash just has so many more units, and these units are just going to get slaughtered from Calm. Goliath's coming in left and right, and wow, these Hydralisks are going to have to back up. They're just dying, and Flash attacking on 2 angles. This is GG, folks. Calm, there's no way that Flash is going to lose. Here come the Hydralisks, though, and now bringing his army together, also harassing at that bottom expansion, and man, that is just tanks, Goliaths, vultures, everything that you would think of, and there's no way that Calm's going to come back from this. There's just too much mech forces. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of queens. Why is he building all those queens? Why is he building all those queens? I don't understand. Those queens aren't going to do anything. Yes, he could... Oh my gosh, why did he build all those queens? And Calm GG's, but wow, I have no idea. If anyone knows why he built all those queens or what he was trying to do, then put it in the comments, because I have no idea. Anyways, that's game, guys, and looks like he can't get out of the door, so they had to cut out the camera and put it on Flash. But anyways, GG lates.